Hi, my name is Mary Regina, and I'm going to be sharing with you about an experience that I had in prayer this past fall on my personal retreat. And one thing that the Lord was bringing up at different times during the retreat was perfectionism within myself, trying to keep everything all together and keep things in line within myself to try and feel safe. And at one point, the Heavenly Father brought me back to an experience that I had as an infant when I was about 6 weeks old. And I needed medical attention, and I had to be taken to the emergency room. And just some of the trauma that my little heart experienced during that situation. And he had brought this experience up at different times before for healing. And this time when he brought it up, I was in touch again with some anger at him and some anger at myself as well. And even a feeling of hating myself for being vulnerable, for being able to suffer and being able to feel pain, and even that it was something within myself and within my own physical makeup that had caused my suffering. And he showed me that through that way that my heart was responding in holding myself accountable and responsible, which became a pattern, and my heart responded that way in other situations in my life as well, that really I had built a wall around myself, and that I really had caused myself more suffering through that than even the original incident. So I was asking him, how can we dismantle that wall? And he invited me to forgive. And so in prayer, I was able to forgive myself as that baby for being vulnerable, for being able to feel pain. And then as I worked and prayed and tried to forgive the Heavenly Father, I needed to dialogue with him more, and my heart needed to hear more again from him about why he allowed the pain. And he showed me, he reminded me that he does allow our hearts to feel pain, and one of the things that can happen when we do feel pain is that it can let us know more of his heart, because his heart experiences pain in his love. And he also reminded me that the fact that he made me able to feel pain really makes me like Our Lady, because her heart was pierced in her love. And it also makes me like him. And as my heart saw those truths and received those truths again, then I felt able to forgive him for making me to be vulnerable and allowing me to feel pain. And then at that point, in imagery, I saw Jesus there with me at that wall that had been built, and parts of the wall had started to break down and to crumble. And Jesus and I together then were pushing sections of the wall off, pushing it down, until just some stones at the ground level remained. And as I just continued praying and staying with the image, then Jesus began to remove those stones at the ground level one by one. And at that point, I found that I felt like a foundation was being removed, but I didn't know yet what my new foundation would be. And so I was asking him what he wanted my foundation to be now. And of course, he said that he wants to be my foundation and that he'll carry me. And he really wanted me to rely on him and not on trying to be perfect or any other way that I would try to keep myself safe, but to find my safety in him. And so he was and is calling me really to walk in a deeper trust in him, to walk in deeper freedom from fear, and really calling me to live more fully, accepting myself as I am with all my weaknesses, accepting my humanity, and believing that he accepts me as I am. So I just invite and encourage you to continue to seek and ask Him for healing and reconciliation and the grace to forgive, so that you can fully accept yourselves and believe that He accepts you totally as you are.